Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to yet another edition of Football Center with Goma. So it is a new day, new week, new month. And what better way to start off everything new than to talk about football? First and foremost, it's a blessing to be alive. We're in the sixth month of 2020, June. It's a blessing to be alive, to be honest, because with everything that's been going wrong throughout 2020, a lot of people have died and, all the catastrophes that are going on. It surely is a blessing to be alive. I thank God that I'm alive and kicking, and I thank God for all of you who are able to watch this video here today and that you are alive as well. I feel like the whole world has hit rock bottom. It's catastrophe after catastrophe. And it's like there's nothing going right at this particular point in time in 2020. But you know what they say after you hit rock bottom, you can't get any lower than that. After that it's only onwards and forward. The only way is up. And I feel like after all this is done, the only way that the world is going to head is up. All right, it's going to be forward momentum. It may not seem like it at this particular point in time, but I have hope and I believe that when all this is done, we're going to flourish. The world is going to come back together and we're going to flourish. I believe that, all right? It may not seem like it, but you have to have faith, baby. You have to have faith. So, Match Week 29 was underway in the Bundesliga this past weekend. There were some pretty entertaining games on show. Now, this is how the Bundesliga went down this past weekend. Now, on Friday, SC Freiburg and Leverkusen kicked off Match Week 29, with Leverkusen grabbing all the 3 points with a 1-0 scoreline at the end of the game. Kai Havertz on the score sheet once again. Then on Saturday, Mainz were inflicted defeat by Hoffenheim by a 1-0 margin as well. Wolfsburg suffered defeat to SC Frankfurt by 2-1. Schalke have failed to win since the restart of the season and were once again beaten by Werder Bremen by 1-0. Hertha Berlin defeated Augsburg by 2-1, and the league leaders Bayern Munich marched on towards the title with a 5-0 thrashing of Düsseldorf. Then on Sunday, Borussia Mönchengladbach beat Union Berlin by 4-1, and Borussia Dortmund bounced back from that Klassiker defeat with a 6-1 win against lower side Paderborn. So, pretty enthralling, I should say. Those score lines are pretty interesting, and I'm going to go through a review of some of the games that went down this past weekend. So without wasting any more time, let's jump straight into it. First up, Bayern Munich cruising to an 8th consecutive Bundesliga championship title. 5-0 was the scoreline on Saturday when Bayern Munich went face-to-face against Düsseldorf. Bayern Munich playing like champions and asserting their superiority against the club, which clearly were the underdogs heading into this fixture. Bayern Munich took their hands off the pressure valve after a close 1-0 victory over Borussia Dortmund during the midweek and exhaled scintillating and fluid attacking. Alphonso Davies and Benjamin Pavard were on the score lines, while Robert Lewandowski made up for a no-goal game in the Klassiker by scoring a brace against Düsseldorf. With those 2 goals against Düsseldorf, he has now scored against every team in the Bundesliga this season. He's now 1 goal shy of 30 league goals in the 2019-20 season. No wonder they call him the world's greatest striker at this time. Now, an own goal rounded up the 5-0 thrashing of Düsseldorf and maintained Bayern Munich's 7-point gap at the top of the table. Actually, after that game, they went 10 points clear at the top of the table before Borussia Dortmund won their game on Saturday, which took the point difference back to 7. Now, with 5 games left, Bayern Munich are already reaching out and they can already feel the sensation of the Bundesliga title on their fingers. Up next, Borussia Dortmund bounced back in supreme fashion. Now, after the classical defeat against Bayern Munich during the midweek, Borussia Dortmund needed a victory to boost their morale and keep the pace in their quest for UEFA Champions League football next season. With no Erling Haaland in the side to the trip to Paderborn, Jadon Sancho lit up this fixture. Jadon Sancho turned up big in the second half after an abysmal first half, scoring a hat-trick with Marcel Schmelzer, Torgan Hazard and Achraf Hakimi scoring the other 3 goals to round off a 6-1 victory over Paderborn. Now this is definitely the victory that Borussia Dortmund needed, with a tense few weeks coming up ahead of them. Now there are 5 points separating second place Borussia Dortmund and 5th place RB Leipzig, who do have a game in hand, and any slip-up could spell huge consequences for Borussia Dortmund, who would be mortified if their near impressive season came crashing down out and them coming out of the top 4 with no Champions League football next season. Now Jadon Sancho may not have been fit enough to play the whole 90 minutes during the midweek to lead Borussia Dortmund to their classical victory. However, his coming of form will be important in the upcoming weeks as Borussia Dortmund looks to seal second place and qualify for the UEFA Champions League. And finally, Kai Havertz and Borussia Mönchengladbach are back on track. Now Kai Havertz scored the only goal in Friday's game between SC Freiburg and Bayer Leverkusen as he guided his Bayer Leverkusen side back to winning ways. After a midweek embarrassment at the hands of Wolfsburg, that game had to be overshadowed by picking up 3 points which Bayer Leverkusen went and did. Now it was by far nowhere near their best game. However, any win is a good enough win as long as it guarantees maximum points. And in this tense race for Champions League football next season that Bayer Leverkusen are involved in, all 3 points were crucial no matter how you get it. Now that victory pushed them into the top 4 and are currently 4th in the league table. Borussia Mönchengladbach beat Union Berlin by 4 goals to 1 and that pushed them to 3rd place. During the midweek they were held to a goalless draw which meant crucial points were dropped. Now just as Bayer Leverkusen, Borussia Mönchengladbach are also involved in this tight race in the Bundesliga for the top 4 and Champions League football next season, so they needed to go into this weekend with victory on their minds and they got it in fashion with a 5-goal thriller game with them scoring 4 goals. Now that pushed RB Leipzig out of the top 4 and into 5th position. RB Leipzig have a game in hand and that game will be played today as they play Cologne. So the only thing that I can hope for is that Cologne can cause an upset against RB Leipzig. However, there are 5 games left to play and as I said before, nothing is set in stone. So, there is one more game left of match day 29 in the Bundesliga and that is Cologne against RB Leipzig, which will be played today. And a game which is crucial to RB Leipzig's season. And perhaps all games from now on will be crucial to any club that is vying for the top 4. Anyways, with that I'm going to end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend as I did. It was enthralling, it was entertaining, and just as I hope for going into each and every other weekend. With that I'm going to end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.